Hey folks, this week we'll be taking a look at Voyagers, a sci-fi space adventure from director Neil Berger. As always, spoilers ahead, let's jump in. In the near future, drought and famine will plague humanity. In 2063, science finds a planet suitable for colonization. This colonization will hopefully secure mankind's future. The journey to the target planet will take 86 years, so the crew of the spaceship Humanitas is expected to reproduce during the journey, with the expected outcome being their grandchildren being the ones to reach the planet. For this purpose, 30 children are bred from the genome of intelligent people, humanity's best. They grow up as children in complete isolation so that they will not miss the Earth during their lonely mission. To prepare them for their future jobs aboard the spaceship, they are trained by the scientist Richard, who asks to accompany the children on the flight in order to protect them from the dangers of the journey. Richard gets his way and the spaceship Humanitas is launched. 10 years after the start of their mission, the children have grown into teenagers. Everyone has a special task on board, which are monitored by Richard and which everyone does routinely. One day, the botanist Christopher accidentally discovers that the blue drink everyone takes after meals contains an unknown substance. He hacks into the computer and learns that the substance is a drug that keeps their personalities dull and docile and suppresses their sex drive. Christopher and his best friend Zach decide to stop taking the blue drink and experience emotions and desire for the first time. During a routine conversation with Richard, Christopher reveals that he has detected a secret chamber in the board plans. Richard explains that this is reserved for the third generation on board. He informs Mission Control on Earth that the children are beginning to lose trust in him and that he wants to tell them the truth about everything. He will have to wait over 2 months, about 71 days, for an answer because of the distance. Zach starts a conversation with the ship's doctor, Sella. He tries to explain to her that she's changed. She mentions that she's grown up and is about to walk away when he grabs her arm. Richard scolds him and reminds him of the rules. A short time later, while Zach and Christopher are exploring the halls, Zach watches Richard put his hand on Sella's shoulder. He remarks that it's okay for Richard to touch her, but not him. This sparks jealousy in Zach. While preparing for a mission to fix the ship's LTC transmitter, Zach notices Sella standing alone. He approaches her and begins to touch her inappropriately. She pushes his hand away, but he continues. Richard intervenes and throws Zach to the ground. He responds by getting up and running. While trying to find him, Richard learns that Zach has stopped taking the blue drink. He then finds out that Christopher has also stopped taking it. To complete the maintenance mission, Richard and Christopher ventured outside of the ship. Christopher floats in awe at the vastness of the universe. While completing the repair, a strange sound is heard that no one can identify. When checking the cameras, a dark cloud is seen approaching Richard, followed by the entire ship shaking. Richard floats lifelessly away, only being stopped by his tether. After an initial attempt to save his life, we see that Richard has died, the cause being unknown. His face and upper body are covered with burn wounds. The eerie noises had always been a concern, but Richard explained them away as harmless temperature fluctuations in the metal. Now, some are of the opinion that the culprit is an extraterrestrial life form, and that this life form caused Richard's death. Because of the fire that broke out after the incident, the surveillance records were destroyed, so the matter remains unsolved for the time being. Upon learning that a new chief officer must be chosen, Zach offers to take the leadership position, but in a secret ballot, Christopher is chosen as the new chief officer. He orders that the damage caused by the fire be repaired first. While monitoring the repair progress, Christopher comes across Sella going through the deceased Richard's personal items. She explains that the program ordered her to destroy them. The two decide to view some of the photos first. Christopher takes this opportunity to ask about the nature of Richard and Sella's relationship. She responds that they were just friends and that Richard most likely just felt lonely. After the crew has a feast to celebrate their new chief officer, They're told not to take the blue drink, as it contains a medication meant to control them. The crew complies and throws it out. The previously orderly life on board increasingly falls into chaos. Feasting, sexuality, and wrestling are the order of the day. When Christopher overhears that Zach is looking for Sella, he rushes to find her and fakes an intimate moment with her in an attempt to get Zach to stop pursuing her. No one is convinced. Sella becomes upset with Christopher and reveals that she can protect herself. Afterwards, Zach confronts Christopher in the hallway about his actions. Before they can finish their discussion, the strange noise is heard again. After a fight in the cafeteria, Christopher calls a meeting with everyone and attempts to get the mission back on track. Based on the feedback he's getting from his crew, it's becoming clear that Christopher's authority is waning, and finally, Zach makes his move. He claims that the alien life form that killed Richard is hiding in the archive room. He claims that only he can protect them and feed them, and with that, Christopher loses half his crew. When Zach and Kai are examining the systems room, they are apparently attacked and flee, with further archive data being destroyed. The group is in fear. Only Christopher, Sella, Anda, Alex, and Phoebe suspect that there is no alien and that Zach just wanted to destroy more evidence. They find a data store with footage from the monitoring center that shows that Zach killed Richard by an electrical surge while he was outside, and then stirred up the fear of the alleged alien in order to secure the group's allegiance. After a moment of intimacy between Christopher and Sella, Zach shows up at her door with an invitation to a feast. Upon their arrival, Zach makes it known that he will be the new chief officer, and he lays out the new rules. Christopher chooses this moment to show the footage of Zach's betrayal to the group. The others are shocked and seem to turn away from Zach. He then reveals that his goal was just to protect the group, since the alien had taken possession of Richard and now apparently had jumped over to another. He manages to direct the group's hatred towards Peter, who has been noticed in the past for his aggressiveness. Out of control, Zach's followers chase Peter across the ship and eventually beat him to death. Christopher tries to open the secret chamber, suspecting weapons are there, but Zach's group gains access first. Now armed, they descend upon Christopher's group and take them. Phoebe, clearly distraught at the current situation, tries to talk sense into them. They choose not to listen, and she is shot and killed by Kai. Zach, seeing the power of his weapons, turns his gun on Christopher and tries to shoot him, but Christopher escapes along with Sella. Soon after, they are attacked by Kai, but together they fight and kill him. Zach now pursues them, shooting around unhindered. They hide in the airlock, put on spacesuits, and open the outer bulkhead. When Zach shoots open the inner door, the pressurization, along with help from Christopher and Sella, throws him into space. After Zach's death, Sella and Christopher get the group to put their weapons down. A new election is held, and Sella is appointed the new chief officer. The group decides that in the future, they will vote on decisions together, and also, they choose to renounce the blue drink that dulls their emotions. Fast forward 86 years after launch, and we see that the descendants have finally reached the target planet. Hey folks, I want to give a huge thank you to everyone that watches, subscribes, or supports the Troll Theater channel, and I really hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you want to support the channel yourself, please visit us online at trolltheater.com and join one of our giveaways. That's all for now, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.